Heyo.
What's up, everybody? Welcome.
Yo.
You are tuned in to the spoopiest channel ever created. All right. Yeah, welcome to another FKA Spoopy Boys. We're talking Roger Corman, the man, the myth, the legend. Gone too soon at 98. Gone too soon, I say. He could have had another 98 years.
Died working, just like he wanted.
Yeah. The workhorse he was. Guy never quit. Over 500 movies attributed to him. Also, by just box office standards, the most successful director, writer, producer of all time in Hollywood history, which is the most wild thing ever. But
suck that, Jim Cameron.
Yeah, eat it, James Cameron. Making dumb cat aliens and dumb aliens and then water aliens and cool killer robots. James Cameron, I love your movies, but you seem like a real jerk.
The sun shines even on a dog's ass.
And also, I wish he would focus his efforts on something other than Dances with Wolves in Space, but whatever.
So, putting this out there, since it's a watch along as we discuss Corman, as we talk about the legend.
Spike, we're doing the MST3K version of the Undead
on Tubi. So this is one of my favorite MST3K episodes, and this is how I first saw the Undead. And after I saw it this way, my dad made me watch the OG Corman flick and asked me a singular question. Better without Mike and the Bots?
Oh.
And I said, no. There's some interesting stuff going on in this movie. I like it for its, you can tell by the title of my name tonight is Satan, King of Community Theater, which is a line from this episode of MST3K, because it is very, very community theater-esque, and I fucking love it. And it's a black and white Corman.
You know, there's a lot of MST3K stuff on here. It may take me a second. Oh, I found it. Right as I said that, I found it.
Yes, there is. Tubi is a good spot for that. And there's an MST3K channel on Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
At least one.
I think Riff Tracks has also got a thing on there too.
Yes, you're right. I always tell people too, kind of the hidden jewel in those is cinematic Titanic. Which was Joel and J. Elvis Weinstein and Mary Jo Pehl, TV's Frank. I'm leaving. Trace Blue.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only about 15 episodes of it, but it's great. I very much enjoy that, especially the boob blimp. I loved the boob blimp because they watched Lady Frankenstein and that thing was on the screen all the time. Also, before Riff Tracks, Mike and Jim and Kevin had a thing called Film Crew. They only went for 4 episodes, and I have all of that too. It's very good. So, are we ready? Are we queued up?
I'm working through Tubi's ads.
Oh, I haven't even started. I just got on 0 right now.
Oh yeah, I tried to put on 0 and it's an immediate ad.
Nice. And then while we wait, Colin, what is your most primal Corman memory?
Probably Humanoids from the Deep.
It's a good one, man. That movie, I saw that at 8, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, probably around the same time. And that movie goes hard in a way you're not expecting, especially as a little kid when you're like, oh, there's all these funny fish monsters. And then it's like, why are they doing? What are they? Wait.
Because that was like a reshoot situation where Corman was like, you know what this needs? More Fishman rape.
It only makes sense. You got to give the audience what they want. But yeah, and I've seen, I don't know, and then there's what is it, Battle Beyond the Stars and things like that, I think. And there's just so much, his Poe stuff is phenomenal. Yes. Like actually legitimately phenomenal. I've got a great love for that. I've mentioned this probably a dozen times, if not more. My local library had an incredible selection of like just real classic films and stuff, and they had all of that in there. They had the original Little Shop of Horrors, which
that's also is a real weird watch.
Yeah, and I think because like I had a big love of Jack Nicholson as a kid, so the first time I saw that, I just honed in on him, and it was like, oh, he's so young, and like that made little me very happy enough to like kind of carry through some of the some of those movies.
Roger, can you shoot a movie in 2 days?
It's like, hey, do you want to see the walls move? And like people kind of like, you can see if
I can't remember.
Don't have their lines down.
I can't remember if it was 2 days or 4 days. That's how long it took them to shoot that movie.
Yeah.
And I was watching a thing where they were.
I think it's 2 days.
Yeah, they were talking to the second unit director, and he was like, "Oh, Roger shot for 2 days. We shot for 4." Mm-hmm. So.
And then there's that weird movie he did with Nicholson that was like unfinished, I think, where like Nicholson's like he's like some kind of like soldier and stuff like that, like in Spain, and it's really weird.
Who knows? Dude just literally like he was like, to me, Corman in a lot of ways is like the Roger, or it's like the Jack Kirby of movies.
Yeah, he is.
It's like so scattershot of everything,
and having hits across so many different decades and stuff, and also just his presence as an actor too. Like whenever he makes a cameo, your eyes just always go to him because he's just this very erudite, kind of well possessed, put together man, and his voice is so rich.
Voice, yeah, that voice is something special.
Yeah.
Are we all ready?
Yep,
I am ready.
And then not too distant future in 3, 2, 1. I have to say that like it's a weird thing. It's like if you very much enjoy like movies that are kind of like more idea than finished product.
Yeah,
Corman is such a joy.
Also like
things put together in some of those movies.
I'll say he hit at the perfect time for what his style was, where you could go for that economical, like kind of cash in style, not have the big budget or the big effects, but have a wild ass story and be able to put it out there and still grab the imagination of people. I think that'd be much harder to do these days.
Well, these days you just get the Asylum.
Oh yeah.
Which literally is no story, just like bad CGI. And I think, and I don't want to mythologize the man, because I also think he made some real stinkers. But I do feel like the whole goal was I make a movie to make enough money to make the next movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something like, it's the reason I think I love Ed Wood. The movies aren't good, but I admire like I don't know how to quit. I'm just gonna keep making stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this no matter what.
Yeah. Oh, brain guy. All right. So this movie is a good example of like doing interesting stuff with like no money.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love the fact that the main character in this movie is so unlikable. He is just an asshole.
And meant to be, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's in the end, it's like it's a morality tale.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I had another temp job. You can tell I've seen this a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
I can't figure out why they got rid
I like this tangent.
Someone really had it out for me. Sounds like Ken Anderson when he's giving an interview about why WWE didn't work out.
Yeah, I do enjoy a good Mike freak out on the show. And you were talking earlier before we started was like Joel or Mike, and I like the idea with Mike that he is not in control, that he is completely incompetent. Whereas
Yeah,
Joel,
even in regards to the robots.
yeah.
Or,
And he's
yeah,
just
like
kind of this hapless schlub from Wisconsin.
yeah, like Joel, there's a bit of a equality between him and the robots.
Well, he
With
built
Mike,
he's kind of a
they're
smart
just
guy.
you dumbass burnout from Wisconsin.
Also, I'm sorry. I adore. TV Frank is an avatar of gloriousness. But these three together, Professor Bobo, Pearl, and Brain Guy, are so good.
I love Pearl. Pearl's
Pearl's so good.
yeah. She just has that like angry Midwest like mom energy. It's,
Whatever. Anyway, I think we should talk rather than just like have people watch the movie. Do you have, based upon all of the people that basically like fostered into the industry,
oh yeah, I
never
got it easy.
a person who you look at and say, without this person, the movie industry would be far. It would not be what it is today.
My personal favorite of all his students is Joe Dante, but the person I'd say of his students who had the biggest impact, I would say, like really truly to show you what you could do as like that like 70s auteur and stuff at that time, I'd say would be Coppola.
I'm just thinking, thinking about that. Nicholson, Coppola. I mean, I can't even remember everybody now.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Cameron came through him.
Joe Dante.
Ron Howard.
He
gave Ron Howard his first directing gig.
Yep. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar winner after Oscar winner.
I'm at.
Dick Miller should have won an Oscar for something.
Dick, I was just thinking that, like, anyone who puts Dick Miller in a movie, you're a solid person.
Yeah. You're getting a very good character actor performance in whatever you need Dick Miller to do.
Yeah, it's a shame that like he had such leading man energy for someone who became just a phenomenal character actor. But wow,
especially in those early Corman flicks.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
where he is in some of those instances.
You're not smart. I just test well.
He steals the show for me in both the Gremlins movies as Mr. Futterman. I fucking love him. I love him as that character so much. Oh.
So again, like this movie,
Movie sign.
Dick Miller. It's got Dick Miller in it. It's got, like I said, like it's a very much like community theater thing going on, and I adore it.
That's with some of even
No
with,
outside sets, like everything is on a soundstage.
like even with some of those like really solid, like even the Poe stuff, which I think because Vincent Price is just going for it. There's still some actors in those that you're just like, how did you? How?
Here we are.
Oh.
Satan, Peter Pan, Antichrist.
Smokey says only you can prevent Roger Corman.
Hey, what's your time stamp, guys? I might be a little bit behind you.
I am at 9:01.
Same.
Right there with you. What does that mean? Mohair thicker than her waist?
She is frighteningly skinny.
Damn. She better not breathe too hard or she might absorb some fog and gain weight.
That's the thing too, is like completely covering over the fact there's no set here with the fog use of the Italian director. I mean, I would do research on Beefalo.
Same.
Now I just want to show this says Talkerific on it. So this also is like such a mishmash of set. Like you look at the fireplace behind him, and then you look at the wall behind that guy. It looks like it's got like fire damage.
Yep. This movie's throwing me off already just because normally the role I fulfill when we do this is making jokes, and these guys are already making jokes. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that, but at the same time, like I've watched this movie without the Mystery Science Theater. I'm like, eee.
There's definitely movies where if I know there's a riff version, sometimes the riffed version is what I have to watch. Like Birdemic. Oh, oof.
And in Des Moines. I just realized that guy's got like a weird scar in his cheek.
Yeah, that's deep.
The walls are messing with me real bad.
They really are. The pattern on it's weird.
Yeah, they're like, hey, do you want some wainscoting on the bottom and on the top? It's good because we have some that fell off a truck.
It reminds me of when I was in high school theater and they
Yes.
did that dabbing effect to give walls kind of depth and stuff like that and texture, and it just looks like, no, you just dab paint all willy-nilly. It really looks like that. It's either fire damage or
and also
or
like no wide shots at all. Everything's tight. Because it's like, let's hide everything.
About 2 feet above everyone's head is where
there's a boom mic. Yeah, there's nothing there, but there's a boom mic.
And where the lights are.
Also, like blinds and like obnoxious curtains. Some weird business going on there.
Yeah, curtains with like the fringe.
2 years later. You know what I keep staring at? These fucking walls. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, are they wood or are they wallpaper? I can't even like. I don't know. It's wild. It's
That one either has that one directly behind him either has an indentation or it has a drywall mark where it's not together correctly. I can't decide.
Yeah, I can't figure it out either.
I do. I mean, oh, look at all the stains there in the background on that one.
Yeah, there's all those weird marks.
You could tell like this set got used a bunch.
Oh, and if definitely when you look to the left of him, when the camera's facing him, you can see the door, like the frame is just right
this
there.
This is our first wide shot in probably like 5-6 minutes.
I like how he tried to get her to take the bracelet off. It's like, sir, you might be putting me asleep, but the drip stays on.
That guy's got like a Coke fingernail going on his pinky.
Yeah. Sleep! I used to have a sleep t-shirt. Now I had to make one, which is from She Creature, which I think also might be a Roger Corman movie.
This is how I'm going to put you to sleep. I'm going to rub my palm sensually. You had better watch.
While I stare at you with my eyes wide.
I look behind her, just says diploma.
It's legit.
Guys, he might be onto something. This might be working.
That is, I've never noticed that scar being so prevalent. I never get tired of Mystery Science Theater. I'm so sorry I drug you guys into this tonight.
No, I'm a huge fan.
Somebody needs to tell Michael Shannon's uncle to quit looking at me like that.
Oh, damn. Good call.
Well, I got an ad starting in 7 seconds.
Although he kind of looks like...
I've got a commercial sign, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, but it went back to the movie. Oh, got it. I have 1502.
All right, I'm at 1503. He looks like the dude, and I can't believe I'm blanking on his name, but the actor, not Scott Bakula, but the other actor from Outer Limits. Not Outer Limits, fucking, what? Where he jumps. Quantum Leap.
So I was going to say Quantum something. My mind went blank too.
All I could think of was Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah, the dude from Quantum Leap, and then he was one
NCIS New Orleans? He was also in that.
Oh, God.
What is it? Is it Harry Dean?
Dean Stanton.
Is that it?
Yeah. Who was in The Dunwich Horror.
Yes.
Yeah,
kind of looks like him.
Fro and rock and facial hair.
Oh no, that gross, disgusting rat tail of a mustache that someone glued on his face.
Thank you, Dean commercial. At least, hopefully, Return to the Mac doesn't get stuck in my head.
Hey, nice.
Mac.
Hey, I made it to 1503.
Nice.
Hey, all right.
You too, Colin?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, engage.
I feel like you could flip open that Ben Franklin head and there'd be like a button for the Batcave back there.
Yeah, or a phone. Something's hidden in it. Also, there.
Glass of whiskey.
I love how pensive this guy is the whole movie.
Oh,
bro, there was no reason for that. Come on, man. I got a schedule to keep. Get her out of here.
That's the thing, too. Like, I always forget, like, the first third of this movie is like this kind of big setup. And the last 2/3 are this wild, like, Renaissance fair, you know, on a soundstage with early Doctor Who level special effects. But we do get the rhyming gravekeeper.
Ooh.
I can't remember his name. Like,
Gotta get back to the past. Samurai Jack.
gotta go back in time.
Samurai Jack.
Back to what I was saying when I said this guy looks like Michael Shannon. The other dude looks like he could somehow be in Bruce Willis's family tree. If you look at from nose down. It's so weird. I cannot see any family resemblance in real people, like when people are actually related. But you put two people
Oh
that
God!
aren't
Now
related,
that you said that, I can see the Bruce Willis.
Yeah. She's going so far back, she's going to stop herself from being in this movie. No, not the drip.
Here we go. Now we're getting into the business. I love the fact that this set is so right out of a high school play.
Damn, Hellhag. That'd be a cool name for a.
God, I was like, that's gonna burn his hair off.
I know, that was real close, man. Medium rare, please. That was a dumb steak joke. I'm sorry.
Now all it would is make you want tap steak.
Same. Am I not fresh?
What year was this made? Do you know?
57?
Is it 57?
I thought I saw 57 somewhere.
Well, that guy's hard to look at.
Come closer. Let me tell you about the times I scored 4 touchdowns at Polk High. I keep just relating this to other actors.
He does look like Ed O'Neill.
Specifically,
like troglodyte Ed O'Neill.
Yep. Do you like my collarbone, sir?
Is that Nabi?
Hey, listen! Kill this
Listen! Kill him! Use the chain!
Since somebody used the chain, I swear I thought he was about to get Jabba the Hutt. I thought that's where this is going.
Yeah.
She must have some strength to knock him out. Like, I mean, yeah, she hit him with metal, but still, like, she must have some strength to hit him just by
She got him right on that point of the jaw, right on the off button. Oh yeah,
I'm back.
It's like everyone runs by these three. This is so soap opera-esque too, and like I said, like very like Doctor Who, like early Doctor Who, like first Doctor Who. And I love it.
Roger's like, just look at that tree. It's so beautiful. Let's see how many times we can run from it.
Well, I love the fact that those trees are not real.
Oh shit. None shall pass.
None shall pass.
One big pile of shit.
Here
Oh,
we
it's
go.
not.
Here's our terribly singing.
I like how one of them said meatloaf.
Again, like all this is on a set. Like that tree looks great.
I just like how it's like here. Let's bisect this scene with this fucking tree. It could be in the background. No. Foreground.
Also, like, I'm not sure how they lit this, but it feels like it's lit from beneath and up.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like it's oddly lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Colin, you might know better than I do. Like how they like that lighting. Maybe it's just because it's black and white, but there's a kind of an oddity to the lighting there.
I think from the
Almost
camera,
like it's almost like stage lit.
yeah, from the camera, I think that because I think it reminds me of like kind of like a little bit of like Via and stuff like that, where like there's such that stage aesthetic to it, and even Kubrick's stuff, where they will do that full lighting, like probably right behind the camera, and then they have all that sheeting up to reflect that, and then mix that with the fog where you're gonna get the light bouncing through that, and I think it really gives that nice effect where it gives that glow, and then from the background you can see through like the foliage they have lights set up that come streaming through here and there a bit, but from definitely when we're looking in, sorry to get all nerdy, but yeah, when we're looking in on this, like into like the carriage, you definitely see light reflecting up, especially
Yeah.
his face and stuff for sure.
Which gives it like odd shadow on top of that.
Yeah, no, it's a really good aesthetic to it. Like, it's very reminiscent of the lighting you'd see in like Wolfman and stuff like that when he's going through the moors and stuff. Like, really good use of shadow. Yeah. No, I'll give it to Corman. He lit this really beautifully.
Do you think, just in our humble opinions, do you think some of that innovation was due to money constraints, or do you think there actually was in a lot of cases like, I'm going to do this because if it doesn't go well, it doesn't matter?
I'd say the necessity to be cheap gave also, but also wanting it to not look like complete shit. Like I think it's like a happy marriage of both, where they're going to take a cheaper route, but they're going to make it look like it's going to be given. They're going to like make every dollar of that cheapness count, though. Still, if that makes any sense, like it's there's it's economic budgetry, but also style comes from that economics. So it's I don't know. Yeah, I'd say it's.
So I would be in agreement with you on that. I feel like there is a distinct kind of,
because he's not going to do an Ed Wood where you're going to be like, oh, there's obviously the strings. and this is obviously like a fit. Like there's a little more. Not Edward had the passion, but maybe not the full like care and attention.
It feels like Ed Wood had passion.
Yes.
Corman had skills and passion.
Yeah. Where he could, like, I mean, and look at all these guys who came out of his school and stuff like that. When you look at like, Cameron, that final shot in the first Terminator, where you're seeing the Terminator's eye get crushed and stuff like that, and then there's just that was a bit of styrofoam, and someone blew cigarette smoke into a thing, and then they lit something up with a little red LED, and you would not know that. It looks
got an ad starting.
Yeah.
Not yet for me. I'm
on an ad.
I'm not on an ad yet.
27 what?
15.
All right, I'm at 27:14, so I'll try to go up a second.
I'll go back to 14 and pause. Yeah, I always wonder about that. Like, how much is just like straight up cheapness and a need to stay within a very specific budget, but also how much of it was just like experimental.
Yeah, I think it's just Maverick's. I think Corman truly embodies that word and that sense of what that is about. Like, he's just this guy who's really just, while he is trying to do all this stuff on like a reduced budget, he's not lacking the imagination. He's not lacking the stick-to-itiveness, if that's what you want to do, or the can-do attitude, gumption, whatever, and also like a respect for the craft of it all so much that he's trying to deliver the best. Now, sometimes he'll run into constraints, here and there, especially sometimes with what his actors can deliver. But on a production level, I feel like he's always making the most out of every dollar put into it.
Better as a director or better as a producer?
Producer. No offense to him, but producer for sure. For sure. All right. I'm back.
Okay.
Back.
3, 2, 1, go. And again, like, I enjoy just the weird little things that get put in, like this, the imp. I love the imp in this movie, and I love the I love smoking. Just so weird. Cat tosser. Yeah, God, he's got a real hard face. It's hard to look at. It's like it's full of crags.
He's Robert Mitchum's ugly brother. Where Robert Mitchum got all the crags that made him really handsome. This guy's just did not work out.
I'm trying to figure out why she couldn't just climb that tree as a person.
That sounds cool, man. I'm sure it was because
you climb a tree without turning into a cat and having firecracker.
I'm also pretty sure it's because that tree is probably in a situation where they needed it to not break. It's probably made of like tape, dreams, and paper mache.
A lot of paper mache.
But it's also just laid out like a play.
It's a nice looking horse.
God, the guy's got so many crags. Now I just can't get Robert Mitchum out of my head.
And
That's a face.
this guy looks like he's beyond his best years teaching children ninjutsu in the Hidden Leaf Village. Got them eyebrows.
I'm also just like real horses in this flick inside.
Mm.
I can't think. Claudio Vergasso would be jealous of this.
Oh my God, yes.
Because he also is a big like, oh, just fog it up.
Hey, we got these two horses that can pull this carriage. Let's use one of those to pull that. No. I can carry it. It's fine.
It's our first Menards reference for the night.
And some nice hinges on that coffin.
I was just
Yeah, I was
noticing-
gonna say, yeah.
You did, sir.
She is acting her ass off. Which means saying a lot because if you saw her earlier as Diana Love, her butt is very small.
Get out of this.
I wonder how well those horses were taken care of in order to be like this mellow throughout. They're so mellow.
Yeah.
I think part of it is looks like they're eating something, so I feel like they're just like as long as they're eating, they're good. Of course, with the blinders, you seeing this shit, bro?
Kitty.
Kitty.
That's a nice thigh, nice leg. I don't know. It's just randomly bam thigh. What?
Oh, I was laughing at the crow. I'd like to flea bomb her.
You know, I know this place is lit by torches, but damn, do they have to be burning that high?
Also, so smoky.
I know,
I'm
right?
kind of shocked this production wasn't shut down.
Like you can see the beads of sweat on everyone. Just
Is he about to eat? Is he gonna? Damn,
He's an imp. He's imping.
that's his lunch for the day too.
bro. I like garlic, but damn.
On set.
I feel like they keep having to. I don't know how big this soundstage is, but I feel like they keep having to back these horses up just so they can run them across the stage again.
I also wonder if it wasn't like they maybe used like a moving set, but I don't think they did because it actually looks like the cart's going. He is butt ugly. Thank you.
You know, staring more at this guy more, there's an actor he reminds me of, and I swear I can't remember his name.
He is an ugly Robert Mitchum. You were
That might actually be who I was trying to think of. I'm bad. Sometimes I'm bad at like actors' names. It's just like I see them, I know you. I don't know your name, but I know you.
Yeah.
she's like a early 60s Barbara Steele. are someone who's trying very hard to be Barbara Steele, or like proto Barbara Steele. I can't remember Barbara Steele like started making flicks. Do you know that, Colin? When Barbara Steele started like getting on into all those flicks? Although when was Black Sunday or Black Sabbath? Excuse me.
Sure.
63.
Okay, I was gonna say 60 sometime. I felt like.
Maybe I don't know. There's something about that. And maybe it's just that's a prototypical witchy type character. Yeah, there's also this weird, like, because maybe some of it's because of the black and white, but like there's this weird feeling of like there is no time. Yeah, so many weird, like just tight shots, quick cuts. Not quick cuts like a fight, but like say 10 lines. Let's cut to another scene. Do you think when he did this, it also gave like the movie a sense of momentum?
Yeah.
Like, even though it's like a ton of talking, yeah, the movie feels like it has like actually momentum going on. Whoa, you can't cut it with the flat of it. Sorry.
Oh my God, this actress.
There's Yeah, this is like the very much like if you did community theater, this was the person who was like, I'm a fucking star, baby. A bright and shining star.
Oh yeah, like when she landed this role, she went back to her theater. Was like, I'm hitting this big time, guys. See y'all small times later. Yep. And then lo and behold, she went on to inspire Anthony Daniels to do C3P. Oh my God.
You know, for as rough as these places are supposed to look, they have some pretty good craftsmanship when it comes to doors.
Yes.
Doors. That sign looks lovely printed. Like, wow.
They all look nicer than the psychiatrist's office.
Come into the Jack Black Tavern where we have Tenacious D's Peter.
Oh, there's definitely a doorknob on that door back there.
There is. You can see it. Look at the smoke from that fucking torch just roll. Although I will say it's kind of painted in the same splotchy style.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go for like this is gonna make it look aged, and then like when it went to
It
film,
looks like if I painted some miniatures, like interior of an old building, I'd be like, it's a little this.
separate smoke.
So you're trying to say they gave it the what is it? Zenithal highlight?
They slap chopped the shit out of this set. Also, is she wearing a bra?
She's got to be. Something don't look right. Ad in 5 seconds. I will say, at least the ad breaks.
I got an ad finally.
Yep.
At least the ad breaks for this are timed kind of like where the ad breaks
Yeah.
were originally. It's kind of cool.
Commercial sign, yeah. The Grandma McFlurry? What?
Heard about this, yeah. Fool me once with that grimace shake, never again.
Why did nobody like Grimace's shake? It was his birthday.
That made me throw up.
Did it really? I heard bad things about it.
For
They
real.
were talking about it on a Munch Squad where they were like, why? There was
Yeah.
a live Munch Squad. It was in Canada, and they were all excited to get the Grimace shake. And they're like, what if we cursed you in?
I was so stoked. I was like, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be purpley and
41-14 is where I'm at.
Shit.
I'm at 41-12. And yeah, it was. Oh man, like it tasted fine, but all of a sudden, like I started just being like it did not sit well with me. Before we even got home, like I had Tony have to pull over because I couldn't.
Spike, you ready?
Yeah, I'm at 41-14.
3, 2, 1, and go.
I guarantee it.
Also, you guys have watched MST3K more than I have. Those Observer guys, is one of them that guy?
Yeah, one of them is Mike.
Okay, I thought so. One of them looks.
This lady right here
His
will
wife.
end up being his wife in real life. So occasionally, I can't remember her name, but she will do just her and Mary Jo Peel will do riff tracks together.
Bridget.
Bridget Nelson, yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember what her maiden name is.
Oh yeah.
Pearl.
Movie sign.
So what do you want to do in 2 weeks since we're just kind of chilling so much tonight?
I don't know.
Is there any newer flicks on the Shudder we went to, or even an older flick? I saw Shudder had a pretty decent new lineup of stuff, like older stuff that popped on. Occasionally they'll do a thing like where they drop like, here's 10 Baba movies,
Yeah.
which I love when they do that.
Something not so spoopy. -1 watch along.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I do that.
Be kind of long.
Brilliant.
I would rather for something like that not do a watch along, but just do it, just discuss it.
It was sweet. It was so good.
I haven't watched it yet.
This, I feel like they tried to make this lady look like a witch, and she looks more like a goblin.
Stop motion dropped. Let's see. Which I'm kind of interested in stop motion. I still haven't watched Baghead yet.
Oh yeah.
The Nightingale, but I'm not sure I want to be that depressed. We haven't seen Valhalla Rising. Valhalla Rising's on there.
Yeah, I got that on DVD. Yeah, I like the movie.
Dr. Caligari.
Although I wouldn't say Valhalla Rising is really horror.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of in that same vein as like a Field in England.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of a fever dream.
Death Dream. I haven't seen the Stone Tape, and that's another one I want to watch. But it seems like it's a little more sci-fi, but it's a black and white British stuff, which probably similar in production value as this, just way better acting. There's some The Strange World of Coffin Joe's on there. Actually, there's a Coffin Joe trilogy on there right now.
So wait. He knows a witch, but he thinks the other lady that's not a witch messed with his head.
Yeah, it's a. There's still some Baba flicks on there, like Kill Baby Kill, Day of the Beast, Lisa and the Devil, Evil Eye.
They brought up the fire laws. The night is full of soldiers. One guy passed.
Dated reference, but still as funny as it always was. You want to ponder it a little bit? Maybe we go back to 30 coins.
Maybe. I mean, that just got canceled, so we have a definitive end date on that.
Yeah,
that's a bummer. Although
we'll think on it, and we'll. Or we could do something not in a film version. We could talk about.
Well, I've got I got Shudder through AMC. So I might have some stuff that's on AMC that's not on Shudder when I go look through it. Is the Hannibal TV series on Shudder?
I think it is.
Because I would love to talk about that. I just saw that pop up when I'm looking. That'd be a fun thing to like. Even if we don't like do a direct like compare contrast, it's such an awesome show. I'd love to maybe talk about first season of it.
I was going to suggest maybe like hitting something like Immortal Hulk, or I'd really like to read it before we talk about it. But I'd like to read once I can read some of it. I'd like to talk about Something Is Killing the Children.
Oh, okay.
Which is James Tinian. I have like one of the offshoot trades of it.
I think I've got a couple trades of that.
But Immortal Hulk would be my biggest kind of go-to thing. We haven't talked when we talk about comics to start off with. That run is insanely good and dark as fuck. Also, it worries me constantly that the cart is always slightly shifting back and forth. Like I'm just waiting any minute for the horses to be like, fuck it, we're out of here.
Fuck it, we ball.
Especially with the imp underneath there.
Why did we have to do that reflection right where that friggin' tassel was? Like, really?
Oh, I'll tell you another good one if you haven't seen. That's in the same vein is oh gosh darn it. No, my brain just turned off.
You know what? He's not wrong. We need a flow chart for this movie.
Yes. Incognito Cinema Warriors XP, which is like a mystery science theater style thing that was done by some guys out of Kansas City. And they did like 4 or 5 episodes, which the whole premise, instead of like being trapped on the satellite, it was this guy trapped in a theater, high-tech theater during the zombie apocalypse. But now they play video games instead. And they also have robots, and yeah, it's great.
I keep looking at this lady's like chest, and not in a weird way, but ever since you pointed out, is she wearing a bra? I'm trying to figure something is up.
If it's like seams on the chest, or
it almost looks like they mentioned decoupage. It almost looks like she has something over her under the dress, and it's like weird and lumpy. Like, I don't know why I keep thinking plaster. Like, did they plaster the boobs? Why?
It's just it might just be seams on where the seams are.
Might be. I don't know. It's just weird.
Not flatter.
Can you guys please blow out that torch? It's daylight. Blow out the torch.
He is a damn good imp.
Damn good imp. Sounds like a weird band name.
It does sound like a good weird band name. I've now come to realize, watching this in this format with everybody, just how like plotting and weird this movie is, as far as like it creates false momentum and then just cuts itself off. It's like we see that cool thing. She cuts that guy's head off. Yeah, but then he gets into the Tower of Death, and he's about to fight this ugly man. It's a battle of ugly men.
What?
Oh, he got the cravat in for a second.
Hit him in the jaw. Hit him in the off button. Do it. Damn.
What was that?
Patty cake.
Wow.
I've seen it in Nepal. Rob.
I thought I heard snoring. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't realize at first.
Oh.
You know what's real weird? I can count on one hand the number of times I have watched Mystery Science 3000. But it's the same humor that I have. I feel like I should go back and watch it.
You should go back and watch it.
It's a treat, dude.
It is. I'm very jealous that you have not seen it.
Yes, it's one of those things where if I could have all my memories removed of MS-23K and have it shown to me fresh, I'd do it.
Final Sacrifice, Space Mutiny.
Final Sacrifice for sure. Ralph?
Mom. No, that's it. One more sacrifice before bed.
Like, I remember, I don't even remember what episode it was. I just remember there was a joke they made about somebody's name. It was Rando, and just the amazing Rando. And for some reason, I just remember that.
She creature.
Yeah. Oh my god. What's the one with is it Devil Doll?
I
With
like
the
ham.
the evil
Why can I have ham? I love ham.
Sir,
Oh,
look at me. My makeup is on point. You know I'm a witch.
Also,
Look at
God
look at
damn it,
everybody
I
else
just
in this
lost
time
it. It was
period.
right there and it ran away. Oh God, what was the? I caught up in the ham references. That has butt lady in it too. Butt lady, butt lady, butt lady. Oh God, what the hell? I do love Castle Fu Manchu. It's pretty good. It's got
Oh,
Christopher Lee in it, but I only love it because the beginning of the movie, Tom Servo makes up a song about the Castle of Fu Manchu, and also they say you might be living in a Shogun shack. I don't know why. And then all the Godzilla and Gamera stuff they watch.
Werewolf's awesome.
Werewolf is. Don't you mean werewolf?
Yeah,
It's absolutely fascinating.
Yanaglache.
Yanaglache. He sleeps nose to anus.
Doesn't that get followed by a Gary Busey joke?
Yeah, that's got Martin Sheen's brother in it,
Yeah.
Joe Estevez.
Yeah.
Joe Estevez is in another one. He's in Soul Taker as well,
Oh,
which was like one of the very last episodes.
Oh, with the little glow in the dark rings.
Yeah.
Souls. Ooh.
So
Is Robert Zadar in that too?
yes, Robert Zadar is in that movie. You know how much I love Robert Zadar.
He's a champ.
He's a freaking he was a treasure.
He was.
I'm trying to think of like some other ones like that are like off the top of my head, like must watch.
You guys, it's like
Since I like came in during the Mike era, I like had to backtrack into the Joel stuff.
you're gonna sleep, and while you do that, I'm gonna cook up some sick beats.
Oh, it's reel to reel.
Hey, look, it's the two soldiers in the one night. Damn, we lost a soldier already.
Yeah, we're down one.
Oh, run!
A little bit of Terminator vibe to it. Give me a
Dun,
close.
dun, dun, dun. Except it's got to be on like ye old
Terminator. Give me a close.
pling, 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 pling.
I'm trying to think like of other episodes that are like must watch off the top of my head. I'd have to ask Cassandra. Cassandra and I watched like a ton of those together when we were dating. Because I was like, have you never heard of this? Deadly Bees, another good one.
Mm-hmm. Track of the Moon Beast.
Yeah, Track of the Moon Beast. Yeah. Beast of Yucca Flats. All of those like all those kind of like monster movies were just all good.
The one with Raul Julia that they made for like basic cable in Argentina.
Oh, Overdrawn at the Memory Bank.
Or they go back and do all these Humphrey Bogart movies like shot for. Oh my god, that's an insane movie.
That one's fucking great.
That's oh god. Or the one, oh god, what is it? Is it Time Flyers?
Time Flyers, where the guy builds the plane time machine. I love
Laser Blast.
I love Laser Blast. I'm a commercial 5804. Yeah. I love She Creature because it's got Dr. Carlo Lombardi. And he is like one of my favorites. It's Tickle Me, Carlo Lombardi.
Manos is a classic from the
Manos is a classic, but that's also Manos is like this movie. You're like, what am I watching? There's also a like German version of Macbeth that they watched. That's very much in the same vein as this movie, where you're like, whoa. Wild Wild World of Batwoman is in that. They did a bunch of like spy. Oh, anything with Jodan Baker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also, like Mitchell's great with Jodan Baker. That's fantastic.
Mitchell.
What's another? I can't think. Also, there's so many good ones though, man. Like you just can't go.
All right, 5804 is where I am.
Okay.
Same.
3, 2, 1, proceed.
I'm pressing as hard as I can, Captain.
I can't make it go any faster.
Well, give her all she's got.
Yes, dear.
You know what this lady reminds me of? She reminds me of Meg from the Disney Hercules movie. I like how they said there's 6 people in this country, and then they had to get a bunch of extras for this scene.
I again, like, at least he did some really good like background character casting. Those
It's a righteous trident you got going on there, bro. That's something.
I like that.
Somebody stand still so I can practice my stabbing. Oh wait, that was Robo Satan.
Whoa!
What is this synchronized grave rising? What is happening?
Oh yeah. Kitty.
The ultimate manifestation of Satan, interpretive dance.
I can't remember if it like you had to have your movies be like 70 minutes at that point to be considered a movie, or was it 60? But some of it is like so padded.
It bothers me that they're not spaced correctly. The one lady so far away. Get out of my grave, Debbie. I like how they have to have. I like how they have to have Satan
Dick Miller!
with the trident.
God, Dick Miller's a good actor.
I thought that was Columbo for a second.
Also, damn handsome man.
Why are you giving us the Hell's Kitchen mark? Where's Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, giant spider invasions. That is a must watch. These people are just hoping this carnival ride goes fast enough that shoots them into Minnesota so they can get actual lives. Packers won the Super Bowl. Yeah, go Packers.
Dude,
that also has my favorite. There's the big goalie stain on my back brace.
I thought that was Rodney Dangerfield for a second. The way the guy was talking and the way he looked, I was like, what?
Hey, don't eat my cords. Isn't it Pendragon? Let's be real.
Yeah,
Pendragon.
I've been thinking that this whole time.
Right.
Satan looks like a Robin Hood Men in Tights reject.
I like this weird Satan. I really do. Although look at his Adam's apple is just wrong.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's like off center.
What? That's got to be scary. I'm Assassin's Creeding through somebody's memories, and you know me. I just now made the Assassin's Creed connection. This whole time I wasn't even thinking about it.
You know those fools love this movie. They were like, "Oh, y'all see the Undead?
Let's make a new video game.
Let's make it into a video game where the past is amazing, but the future missions suck ass."
Oh God, you just want to. Yeah, they're awful.
I hated it when the games were like, "You have to go back." It's like, no, I don't want to go back to the future. Leave me alone.
Yeah, like I feel like no one likes the future parts of any of those games, and they keep insisting on keeping them in there. It's just like, remove them entirely.
To be fair, they play less of a part now, from what I remember of like the newer ones they've done. They focus on it less.
I just remember, like, I think the last one where it was like really, really annoying to have them in there was like Black Flag. I was just like, Jesus Christ, get this out of here. I just want to get back on my pirate ship.
Is that an imp or a monkey?
It's an imp.
Didn't he have a tail?
He might have a little tail.
He might have a little tail. I don't know, like Kimonito.
Ah, the tortillas again. I'm confused. She's not in the tower.
But Elaine, or not Elaine, the witch lady has convinced other people that she is. Yeah, like I said, I now kind of like. I'm glad we watched the Mystery Science Theater version of this, because I think watching the actual movie might have been unbearable. Excuse me. It's kind of getting back to Corman, since it's kind of ostensibly what we're doing. You were talking earlier and mentioning the Poe stuff. Do you think it was primarily because Vincent Price, or do you think those are just that's the stuff where Corman was super dialed in because of the material?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that was probably the stuff he really enjoyed most. Like, I know he was a big reader of Poe when he was a kid and stuff. So I'm sure, like that, and then having an actor of Price's caliber take it so seriously too. I'm sure that made him like rise to the occasion even more and make it what it is. Yeah, but I'd say it's definitely first and foremost he had an absolute love for the source material.
I think too. It's like it's almost like I don't know if he did a lot of movies after that.
No, I think
as like a director, wasn't he like the director on that?
I think after that's when he mostly became Producer for sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I just feel like that's there's such a beautiful vibe about it.
Yeah, they stand so far apart from anything else that American horror was doing at that time. Like really stand apart. Like to the point where I sometimes forget, like I would think it was like horror or Hammer horror I was watching for the aesthetic of it all.
I do feel like it's a nice like parallel running simultaneously.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't remember if those films were far earlier than the kind of the late 60s, early 70s Hammer stuff that I absolutely adore. Have you watched Die Monster Die?
No.
Corman didn't direct.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. But he did produce. And this was
Just
like
Fantastic Four.
This
His
was
Fantastic Four is great.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I love that. It wears its heart on its sleeve, big time.
It was like this strange. It's a strange movie. It's got Boris Karloff in it, and it is a very, very, very loose adaptation of Lovecraft's Color Out of Space.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I very much enjoy it. It's one of I think it might be one of the first like Lovecraft adaptions. But I think they tried to like put it in. I think they tried to like smush it into like a Poe story, or maybe I'm thinking of the Haunted Palace. I can't recall now. Haunted Palace was directed by Corman. Haunted Palace was the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
It's based on the case of Charles Dexter Ward loosely, although they put Poe shit on it, like it's in the Poe cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but it's actually based upon Lovecraft. And I remember watching a thing where they were saying that the reason they did that is because they were doing so well with the Poe stuff. They were afraid that if they changed it, that nobody would know who the fuck Lovecraft was. And it's kind of funny looking back at that, going how the tables have slightly turned.
Mm-hmm.
But I like both those flicks. I think what I would just read is that Die Monster Die was done by like one of Corman's proteges, one of his thousands and thousands of proteges. But Haunted Palace has Vincent Price in it, so I would highly recommend it.
All right.
He's doing the Charles Dexter Ward.
I would also like to point out, for a film called The Undead, there's an awful lot of not zombies.
Yeah. But again, like it's this is our supposed protagonist, and he's just such a smug piece of shit.
Oh,
big ass cup. Here's a swallow.
That's the thing too. Like the bare bones of this idea, like of the story, is interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They just go about the most boring way of telling it.
Well, there's just like it's such a weird like morality tale, and there's like the action is not really action. Yeah, she looks crazy. She got that Willie from Mountain Monsters eyes going on. Also, I'm sorry, but that imp steals every scene he's in.
He's great.
Now I do again. I weirdly like how like all of these things kind of start to spin faster and faster towards a conclusion. But I do agree with Crow. Now I don't get it. Like those things would be much more interesting if they were faster. Or just he's just such a smarmy bastard.
Please. Impin ain't easy.
It's like a Warhammer 40K chaos thing right there.
Uh-oh. Kill it.
Again, I just want to. He's so punchable.
Spin-a-rooney. Now we're witchback riding? What is happening?
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like you said, a flying veal cutlet.
It reminds me of like whatever the Thousand Suns Chaos Space Marines ride upon, that weird like flying stingray thing. Also, that like everyone meets in like the same 10-foot area.
Throwing cats. Malignancy.
I do love Satan's laugh too a lot. I do like
Give tongue. Wait a
staggered,
minute. No.
the
Please don't.
staggered cast and then the slow zoom of the camera over to like the conversations.
And starting.
At 116.49.
I always end up a second after you. I mean, before you.
I will say, unlike last time, I'm not getting like 5 commercials at a time.
True. Yeah, I've had the most I had was the ones that did right before we even started.
Oh, there he goes, birthday man. He is giggling so hard.
Yo.
You're gonna get tickled.
Uh-oh.
Hi, May.
May, you know what that means? Father Pokemon.
There's no soda in there.
Father Pokemon.
See? All empty.
Father, I beseech thee.
All right.
Pokemon.
116.51.
I don't actually know what happened. Oh, wait, there it is. My ad break froze, and then it went to another ad.
Tubi gonna Tubi.
Tubi's Tubian.
Everyone ready?
Tubi. Oh, not Tubi. Yeah.
Spike, you good?
Not yet. It's almost over.
Okay. What is your most kind of under the radar Corman flick that you would like? You gotta watch this.
Oh.
Fantastic Four.
Would it be Fantastic Four?
Might really be. Like, it's not bad.
No, it's not.
But you want to talk about under the radar? I mean, it's so under the radar. It's just gone. I'm ready. Also, whenever.
All right, 3, 2, 1, proceed.
Yeah, that if only it had like the budget of an MCU movie, it would be the perfect Fantastic Four because like they nail those characters. And Doom is fun in it too.
Yeah, Doom has a good look. It definitely falls within that category of the Marvel movies of that era, though.
Oh yeah,
like the red brown Captain America, and with that has the Italian Red Skull in it.
That's horrible. Or the terrible Punisher movie with Dolph Lundgren. Although I kind of like it when I was a little kid.
What is the best Punisher movie?
Well, Warzone.
Is it the one with Ray Stevens?
I think so.
Stevenson?
Yeah, because it just goes insane. It's just bug nuts insane. It's
so weird because like Thomas Jane, I think
he was good.
Looks the most like the Punisher and has the feel of the Punisher, but his movie is just like
yeah. It was just.
I like how Satan's here. We're just chilling with him. It's like, whatever. It's cool. He's just here.
I like the idea that Satan's just like, hey man, this ain't my problem. I mean, it is like there's like the story actually has like it gravitas to it. It's that idea of like
Yeah, no, there's like a kind of a high concept story going on here.
Yeah, with actual stakes
deep underneath the rest of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, hold my hand, hold my gauntlet, Satan.
Jesus.
Oh, I gotta get that cereal.
Oh, I thought he was keeping his pan strong. I didn't know what was happening.
You put that back? Got it? Perfect. Thank you, hon.
That's the thing too, is you always like a lot of these movies
She's being talked to about all the different Force ghosts.
Yeah. Is like Like there's stuff here. But again, I also don't know how you would make this good. Because it's so like abstract, there's not like a bunch of action beats.
I have a question. What if instead of living or dying, we just try to steal Satan's trident and stab him with it? Do you become Satan? There you go. Third option.
Oh, that's some D&D shit right there.
The Satan clause.
Satan clause.
Yes. Judo chop.
Oh! Whee!
Best of 7. On all the action we've seen in this movie is just running, except for the one fight inside the shitty jail where
You said that about it just being running. It just made me think of that one scene from Kung Pao. I'm coming, chosen one. It's just the repeating running scene.
yes. My name is Betty.
Don't open that. Don't open that door, man. I will.
I love me
Betty.
some Kung Pao, yeah. Evil Betty.
I'm a birdie too.
There's something to be said about like this.
Why are we
stuff
murdering?
for some reason, like because it's so unpolished, it just feels gross.
That first lady reminded me of Kate McKinnon. That's what I was going to say. Why did we kill that? I blanked on the name.
Hey, buddy.
That guy's real happy to be here. Freebird! Get up there. Do a flip.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Look at my nice collarbone. I don't know why. I just randomly.
I like this idea of this person going, yeah, well, I get to live if I just die here, I get to live all these other lives.
You know what? I would have stayed.
Stay!
I would have stayed just one and done. Like, I'm good. Into the peach basket.
Kitty.
I had a horrible dream I wasn't a hooker. Really? Damn. I think somebody got raptured back there. There's just a suit.
Also, I don't know if you noticed this earlier when they originally brought her in, she stole Quintus's wallet.
Oh,
Nice. Also, I like how it was such a nightmare. And it's like you had to fight one guy. And
With horror.
solid Charlie Daniels reference.
Talks is high.
The sleeping audience.
Oh, what are the movies with they tried to kill me with a forklift? Not Starfighter. You know what I'm talking about, Colin?
the forklift.
They tried to kill me with a forklift.
Oh,
That's 10. There was 2 of them, and they're Sandy Frank
Wait,
productions,
say
so it's
movie.
like 2 movies smashed into, or 2 movies, but it's basically a bunch of TV from Japan.
I like the last. Stay.
Prince of Space?
No, it's not Prince of Space. It's also a really good one though too. Fugitive Alien 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
They're so good. Leonard Maltin gave that movie 3 stars.
Someone should have given Leonard Maltin 3 stars. Ninja stars. Jesus.
This is a good Leonard Maltin. Which is funny because Leonard Maltin would be on this show later on.
He's a good sport.
He really is.
He notoriously gave a really bad review to the first Gremlins, and then they had him playing himself in Gremlins 2, where he's getting attacked by Gremlins. He's like, I take it back! I take it back! It's, mwah. I'm in him.
I'm convinced that in a previous life I was Professor Bobo.
Not a bad way to be.
No.
It's pretty nice bread.
It's
Nice-
good looking bread.
Nice sandwich making
Yeah,
sense.
it's good bib lettuce almost.
Some seaweed.
The Capistrano.
Well, what about the tortillas of Capistrano?
It's a nice tomato too. It slices real clean.
It really did. Once he sliced it in half, I thought it was game over, but that worked out.
I yell that at Cassandra all the time. I can't hear you, mayonnaise.
I was thinking about the hair from the costume. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That is a lot of mayonnaise.
Squishy.
Oh, speaking of which, as a binder, hella good.
Yeah, okay.
See, I've never used it in anything like that capacity. I did start doing, like, when I make grilled cheeses and stuff, I did start doing that instead of butter. But I haven't ever done anything other than that.
So with poultry, I love using mustard as a binder with pork, but for poultry, I kept reading like use mayonnaise.
This took a turn. I
It did.
didn't even think of it. Wow.
Oh, it is Mr. Science Theater. Oh, Professor Bobo. So, what do we think? What do we think? I think we all would know that if we tried to watch this on its own, it would be rough.
Oh yeah. I mean, a really good looking for the most part film. Definitely.
That's right, Colin. Polish his turn. Come on, you can do it.
But yeah, no, this is definitely it needs to be ripped to be seen. I'd recommend it. But yeah, I don't know. You see early building blocks of what Roger Corman can bring to the game there, and kind of what become signature of him is pretty decent production for what he can do, but actors aren't always going to. It's going to be scattershot. And MST3K stands as the king of all time.
It's kind of the best. Spike, any thoughts?
No, not really. Other than the fact that I need to watch more MST3K. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I mean, it had for the time, it had some good shots, and that but some of it was just real rough.
Yeah, it's a very, very slow kind of.
I see. Right next, up in the watch this next. I've got Laser Blast here. Horror of Party Beach.
Horror Party Beach is great. These monsters don't even know what panties are yet. They feel compelled to rape them.
And then Touch of Satan. This is
Touch of Satan's super good too.
Yep.
There's MST3K werewolf.
Oh, it's absolutely fascinating.
Yanaglache.
Go home, Joe. Go home, Joe.
Oh, Dracula was a.
Oh my God, that's one of my faves. That might be Cassandra's favorite episode, Mystery Science Theater.
It's one of the few that I actually did go out to buy a physical copy of because I was like, I cannot get it.
Super good.
It's
so messed up.
Guy, the skeezy older dude who's got the Eric Estrada wig and it keeps on shifting.
His hair changes almost scene to scene.
Sometimes it's got this nice kind of reddish hue. Other times it's just jet black.
And they did Gamera movies. Huh?
Yeah, they did 3 Gamera movies. They did a couple Godzilla movies too.
Those are hard to find.
Yeah, because Toho was no.
Toho is so fun.
The giant Gila monster.
Yeah,
Giant Gila monster is solid. There's, like I said, also there's a bunch of spy flicks.
Mm-hmm.
Like Agent,
I think they do that.
Super Dragon and Agent Quadruple 07. Red Zone Cuba also.
Red Zone Cuba, yeah, that's fun.
Women of the Prehistoric Planet.
Mm-hmm.
All the Hercules flicks are great. Where can people find you, lovely, lovely gents?
Tomorrow night I think I'm gonna be vamping it up and fanging with the gangin'.
Fanging with the gangin', nice.
Then Sunday, we should be doing some prep school, I believe. Are we doing Scum and Villainy Monday? Okay, the Monday I'll be jumping in for that, and then Tuesday we do some Mang on Mang. And that's how you can find me next week.
Spike.
If this channel's rolling, I'll probably be around. If not, I'm on Dave's channel. If not, I'm somewhere with shenanigans. Who knows? I don't know.
I'll be here tomorrow. I have done 2 weeks of resource gathering.
Ooh.
And V-Rising, so we can pretty much just go murder eyes.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then Sunday prep school. I'm not sure what we'll be working on. We didn't do D&O on Monday. We're moving it to the 24th.
Okay.
Just because I'm burned out. This entire moving and everything else is just
it's a pain.
I'm so just fried. But I got an idea for DNO that sort of ties DNO to Chaos Scar, and I'm kind of excited about it. We're going to talk about that a little bit Sunday.
Is it time traveling through palm caressing? Is that what the idea is?
No, but it is time travel.
Oh shit!
I actually thought of it like a week ago, and it's been kind of churning in my brain. And then Monday is Scum and Villainy, and then Tuesday, Mang on Mang. I may just do a bunch of unboxing. I have like 4 boxes to unbox it because I still don't have my. I do have the 3 Matlin Memorial things like now finally back in the office. Here's what this looks like.
We're going on a trip.
Well, you can't really see; it's pretty dark.
Really,
so the parts bins are up. The floor is covered with comics, and the comics shelves are. I forgot it was super dark in here. But yeah, I'm still working on that. I got one more big thing to move into the closet in there, and then we're putting up the 2 of the shelves in the alcove, and Doug is going to help me run lights underneath there, so it'll look super cool with like all my not Eternia castles in there because Eternia too tall. Eternia too tall. Eternia going on top of other shelves in a reduced capacity.
And then on the other side is the door to the veranda.
Please come wait with me underneath the pergola. So yeah, that's kind of.
I hate pergolas.
I have a big box of BBTS that came.
Ooh, nice.
I still have my extendars to open from Maddie Collect. It's only called Medi Creations now. So yeah, that's I think where I'm at. Maybe I'll even. Well, I can't do it right now, but once things get out of the gaming closet, I will probably at least take a short video of the gaming closet. But that's it. Ooh, my voice is going away. So I hope to see some of you tomorrow night. Spike, Colin, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed our weird, like relaxed night of watching MST3Ks.
This is awesome.
Roger Corman classic, The Undead. So
Yeah.
have a good rest of your evening. Have a good Friday. And we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to be murdering lots of people. It's going to be awesome.
In the woods.
Context.
Bomb us.